Congratulations to Obokata Sensei and boo to NHK. So every story's got to have a little bit of good and a little bit of bad, and so this one kind of jumped out at me yesterday. So today I'm going to talk about a fairly important scientific breakthrough, which, like many scientific breakthroughs, actually happened quite some time ago, but the public news just got out recently. The BBC covered the story yesterday, day before, and NHK covered it in the news last night. So what is the big story, you ask? Well, put your science hats on. We got to do a little biology. So for those who don't know, stem cells are cells that can divide and become any tissue or any part of the body. They are said to have pluripotency, which means they can turn into anything that the organism needs. The opposite of that is a somatic cell. And somatic cells have already been differentiated into either muscle or bone or whatever, and it can't change, or nerves or whatever, and it can't change into anything else. Once an organism reaches a certain stage, the cells in each area are stuck into that thing, which is in a lot of ways good because you don't want your bones turning into muscle over time, or vice versa. However, when it comes to treating diseases and illnesses, the ability to remake an organ or remake some tissue to help the person heal is very, very valuable. So things like regenerating nerves for Alzheimer's patients, or regenerating muscle for somebody who's had a bad accident, or regenerating skin cells for someone who's been a burn victim. Or possibly even something not quite as life or death as those, but what about the possibility of replacing teeth? Being able to set up so that you could grow a new set of teeth later on in life. You don't need to worry about false teeth anymore. You can grow new ones. The development of cells that can become anything is a really important step in medical technology. So the problem with stem cells is they're really difficult to make. At Kyoto University last year, the researcher who was working on the iPS cells actually was one of the co-recipients of the Nobel Prize. So making cells that can become any part of the body is really important and very difficult, or so we thought. So yesterday it was announced that just down the road in Kobe, Obokata Haruko, sensei, doctor, discovered a way to turn somatic rat cells back into pluripotent rat cells. So right now the process only works on rodents, mice, but it looks promising that we can possibly develop the same technology to work on human cells. The key thing for this is how easy it is to get these cells to revert back to a pluripotent status. I'm not going to go through exactly how this is done, but just the broad strokes. A mild acid bath is used to revert the cells, and it's called the S.T.A.P process. And S.T.A.P stands for Stimulus Triggered Acquisition of Pluripotency. Yeah, it's all sciencey and stuff. This is a really amazing discovery. It was originally rejected by Nature when it was first submitted, but has been accepted, and now that people are looking at the research, it looks very, very promising. The problem is, and the boo for NHK is, the first 3 minutes of the presentation about this amazing scientific discovery focused on the fact that she's only 30 years old. Okay, that's fine. But lingered on the fact that she has moving characters in her laboratory. She wears a cooking apron, and it was specifically mentioned a cooking apron rather than a lab coat. And you got that whole feeling of, oh, she's so cute. Oh, who's a good girl? You're a good girl. Yes, you are. Look at what you did. That's amazing, was the feeling that I got. Not a sense of pride in the work that she's accomplished, or the fact that the simple production of pluripotent cells is one step towards the holy grail of medical science. No, they focused on the fact that she's a 30-year-old woman, and they said girl instead of woman, who's cute, and gosh, everyone is so surprised that she was able to do it, which is crap. Anyway, it just didn't seem respectful. I mean, this is a woman who's graduated from Waseda, went to Harvard to study, came back to Waseda again, and got her PhD in engineering. She's smart. It's amazing. It's a fantastic discovery, and she should be lauded. And she should be lauded for her work and what she's done. But really, to reference, she uses a cooking apron instead of a lab coat. Who cares? doesn't matter. Focus on what she's doing, the education, the things she's accomplished, and leave the other crap out of it. Anyway, a sincere congratulations to Obokata Sensei, and I hope that her work continues and is able to help millions of people in the years to come. I was going to tie this over into the ANA racism thing, but I'm not going to do it in this video. I want this video to be focused on this, so I might make another one of these later on. I will see you later.